You mentioned earlier that one of the questions you asked Dr. Wright in his interview was when he felt the Lord really used him. What would you say, what would be your answer to that question?
You know, I think it was at Hampton.
Here we go again.
The circumstances at Hampton are, as you have described so adequately, that it's like you receive the invitation, and the moment that you say yes, a weight goes to your shoulders, right? And so when the new year comes in and it's publicized that you're the preacher at Hampton, it's like almost a death march. You know, every stop. You ready for Hampton?
Right.
No, I really wasn't thinking about Hampton. You just what you stopped bringing up, saying it's like a death march or something, and people are all kind of. So I had a couple comments come. Thurm James, when he heard the news, he called me. He said, "Frank, do not be fooled by Hampton. Hampton loves content, and you got content. Don't be fooled.
Right.
Hampton loves content, and you got content." As you know, Saturday night before Hampton, you know, you preach at your own church Sunday morning. I had a Saturday night service. I had Sunday morning service. And then you go, Monday night is the president's address, and then if you're the morning preacher, Tuesday morning you start. So I was really kind of calm. I was fairly calm, up and down, but fairly calm. Booth called me, Charles Edward Booth called me Saturday night. He says, "Frank, I just wanted to tell you one thing." I said, "What is it? Tell me, help me." He says that they knew who you were when they invited you.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
They didn't invite you to be anybody other than you. So Tuesday at Hampton, it was Tuesday morning, and I preached a sermon on Naaman. And you were in the audience.
Right.
I remember you hollering and screaming
Frank
at
Anthony.
I know. I know exactly. I saw exactly where you and Elaine Flake were sitting. I got to, you know.
Yes, indeed.
The sermon is called "See My Change," and I had a particularly difficult time in Memphis, you know, in the pastorate. You know, we had a lawsuit. It was just. And so I came down in the sermon, you know, he dips in the first time, he dips in the water, and he looks at himself, no change. You know, 3 times in the water, 6 times in the water, you know, 6 times no change, you know, preaching,
Right.
No change. He looked at himself, should I go down the 7th time? And he goes down the 7th time, and see my change. And it comes up out of that water, the skin like a baby, see my change. That was my testimony, see my change. And somewhere in that close, I said, like Naaman, I don't know why. The waters of Lake Michigan wasn't enough. I said, God, why do I need the waters of the muddy Mississippi? I've been dipped, and I went through it one time. I came up 7 times in the muddy Mississippi River in Memphis, Tennessee. See my change. I lost it. I absolutely.
We remember that day because we thought you were going to shout, and you did have a little shout, but you were yet holding on to that iPad.
I dropped it. You know, Claude Alexander, Bishop Claude Alexander says, "You threw that iPad." I just lost it because it was
a great day.
It was just so real.
It was a great week, actually.
It was. It was just.
Week.
It was so real.
Yeah.
And the audience just went crazy, and I couldn't hear them because that was my testimony.
Yeah.
That God had to dip me in the muddy Mississippi River. I thought the waters of Lake Michigan were clear and beautiful and clean, but no, in that Mississippi River. And look at my change. Look at what my life is now. Look what God has done. So that was. I watch it. It's on YouTube. The sermon, and I watch it sometimes, and that is my favorite sermon. I haven't preached it probably since then. I haven't preached since then.
Yeah.
But see my change. Look at what God has done for me. So that's my sense of it. And of course, everybody makes fun of the iPad and stuff. And I said, see, if you throw your iPad under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, it don't break.
Right.
When you clown it.
Right. You have to make a trip.
Right.
To the repair shop.
So of course, when I got back to the green room, as you know, the first thing I did, click on that iPad. I said, see
my change.
Right.